Hey, creative types. Did you ever make something and looking back on it, you realize it's kind of an extreme opposite of making something with AI? I'll go first and I'll tell you the quick story about a very human record that I made.
Zombies singing through the summer night. Jason Bateman's team moves justified.
20 years ago, I was not thinking about AI and music, of course, but I was thinking about how unlimited the possibilities were in the recording studio and how this could be a problem. You see, almost all creativity has a limitation that you were kind of interacting with and wrestling with, whether it's self-imposed, like a poet making themselves write in a meter, or maybe it's technological, like the Beach Boys, the Beatles, Stevie Wonder, people like that who were in the recording studio, and there's limitations, the number of tracks you can record on, the number of instruments available, and they're kind of interacting with that limitation and being creative. And frankly, I just wasn't happy that there was no limitations for recording. So I decided to make a recording with extreme limitations on it, taking a page kind of out of the more classical composer side of my brain. When a composer writes a work, they don't just write, oh, whatever comes into my mind. Usually it's, I'm writing a piece for something specific, like a symphony orchestra or an oboe and a bassoon duet, something like that. So I decided to record an album for three things: cello, acoustic guitar, and voice, and that's it. And what's more, I decided not to use any kind of effects, no reverbs, no delays, no pitch correct, nothing, except just some basic compression in the mastering process. What's more, I recorded it on a cassette 4-track. And what's more, I decided I would not allow myself to play the guitar in any kind of conventional way, meaning no strumming and no finger picking to just kind of create a sort of motor rhythm throughout. The pieces and the parts had to be kind of through composed. They had to be really thought about how to create rhythmic propulsion like you would more in a classical piece, even though these are songs and not classical pieces. I ended up calling the album Light Plays on a Pearl, and I enjoy revisiting this one sometimes through the years. I can hear the room. I can hear the slight little tape hiss, the wood, the metal, all the vibrations of the instruments, the organic instruments and the voice, the imperfections, and the thoughts and the feelings I was having 20 years ago. You know, even the cover of the album is the opposite of AI because it was made by my friend, the accomplished artist Dylan Otto Bolte, and he made it out of paper. It's all ripped paper. And I have to say, over the years, I've had people reach out to me about this record probably as much as anything else I've ever done. I don't know, maybe just the weirdness of it appeals to people. Some people. If you're still with me on this, and I'm surprised and I appreciate you, I'm going to give you a 10-second example of every song on this record. There's 7 tracks. The first track is called Introduction, and it is just a presentation of a theme.